Good morning, everyone. This is Dan with Senior E-Bike Nation. Getting ready to take a 30-mile ride here. I'm going to ride my Cyrusher Komoda again. I'll show you the bike here briefly, and then when I get done, my halfway point, I will describe some articles or some items on the bike, that some features that I really like this bike. Again, this is the Cyrusher Komoda. It is a 20-inch fat tire bike. Again, it's a great bike, but I'll show you some of the features when I get halfway. So we're getting ready to take our ride. Good morning again, everybody. This is Dan with Senior E-Bike Nation. Getting ready to do my 30-mile ride here like I normally do 4 days a week. We'll be talking about a few different things today as I'm doing my ride. And then at the end of the video, I will discuss details of the Cyrusher Komoda, a 20-inch fat tire bike that's step-through for older people and people with disabilities, so they can get out and ride and just really enjoy their life riding an e-bike. I'm very excited about this bike because I've rode almost 1,050 miles now on it in just a couple months, 2.5 months maybe, and I've had zero problems with it. So I would highly recommend this bike to anybody. It retails for either $21.99 plus tax, which is I paid for it, or some places they're retailing for $22.99 plus tax. But it's a great bike. Right now I'm riding in pedal assist 2, which is getting me about 16.5 to 17 mile an hour. And it's got 5 pedal assist, 1 through 5. Pedal assist 1 is going to be where you're going to go at about 10 to 12 mile an hour, but you're going to have to put more effort into the pedals. Where pedal assist 2, which I'm in right now, you can ride very comfortably at 16 to 17 miles an hour. And then when you get up at pedal assist 3, you're normally going to be doing between 19 and 21 miles an hour. Pedal assist 4, which is called high, you're going to be doing about 22 to 24 mile an hour. And then pedal assist 5, which is called power, you're going to be moving it along at about 26 to 27 mile an hour. And that's pretty much the top speed of the bike. Getting ready to come up on an intersection here, so. Definitely do that. Hate that. But I typically ride along at pedal assist 2 for about another couple miles, and I'll bump it up to pedal assist 3 to go my 15 miles. And then I'll probably change the battery out the halfway point. I have an extra battery for this. I carry in my bag in the back, which I'll show you when I get to my halfway point. But this bike has been a game changer for me. I have bone on bone on both knees. I need knee replacements on both knees. I'll be 71 in November, but I think me riding this bike the last 3 months has really saved me from having to get knee replacements sooner than I need to. I don't have near the pain in my knees that I used to since I'm building so much muscle and cartilage around my knees, that hopefully I can avoid having surgery. Typically on calories, I can burn between 1,000 to 1,500 calories, depending on how much wind I have in my face, what pedal assist I'm in. Of course, the lower pedal assist that you ride, the more calories you're going to burn, because it's a little more difficult to turn the pedals. But if I go pedal assist 2 through 4, I can easily burn, like I said, 1,000 to 1,500 calories on a 30-mile bike ride. Should be a few people on the trail today. Got warmer weather. We're probably around 60 to 65 degrees right now, so very comfortable. I am wearing my bike shorts today, as you can see, because it is very comfortable out today. A couple things about this bike, and like I said, I'll point them out when I get to the halfway point. It's got dual suspension front and back, which is a really nice feature on a bike. Again, it's got the 20-inch by 4-inch fat tires, which gives you a lot more footprint and grip to the bike trail or the road. And I really can't wait to ride this thing in the wintertime when we have snow. These fat tires ought to really grip that road. Now, I won't get out, there's ice and stuff on the trail, but if we've got snow, I believe this bike's going to climb right through it. It's got a 48 volt 14 amp hour battery, which is down on the down inside the down tube of the bike, which I'll show that later. It's got a 750 watt rear hub motor made by Bafang, one of the better, if not the best, hub motors that are made. And it's got all your pedal assist levels are right here, 1 through 5. And then it's got headlights up here. It's got a horn. And it's got a half twist throttle over here on the right, which if you're going up hills and things, it's really nice. And if you break a chain, you're going to be able to throttle wherever you're going. So that's really nice. That's the difference between having a rear hub motor than having, say, a mid-drive hub motor. If you break a chain on a mid-drive that sits under the pedals, you're going to have to push that bike home or push it wherever you're going. And here's some of the really neat graffiti on the building. But it's just a gorgeous day today. We're supposed to get to about 75, 76 degrees. I believe we're in our Indian summer here in Southwest Ohio. All the trees are pretty much changing now. It's beautiful. Now I'm going to turn right up here and go another 13 miles to my halfway point. Now I'm going to bump this up to pedal assist 3. And it's probably going to get me up to about 18 miles an hour once I get moving here. I'm going up a slide hill right now. So as you can see, I'm climbing just going up this hill. So it's got a powerful motor on it. But I'll be doing between 18 to 19 mile an hour on pedal assist 3. As I mentioned on this bike, I've already got about somewhere around 1,000 to 1,050 on the miles on this bike. And again, I've had 0 problems. I don't get paid by THRU to promote this bike. But I want to encourage seniors and others to get out and ride their bikes and get a lot of good exercise. I've been retired a couple years now. I owned a pest control company for about 20 years and was in the industry for 40. So I turned my company over to my son, and both my grandsons work with him, and the company's doing great. So this is what I do 3 to 4 days a week. I try to get out late morning, early afternoon, depending on any appointments that I have to make. But to ride a full 30 miles takes me a little less than 2 hours. It'll take me between 50 and 55 minutes to go 15 miles. Then I'll stop and grab a sandwich and a banana or something, and then I'll turn around and head back. So we'll be taping throughout the first half of the ride. I may break this video up into segments. Instead of being an hour-long video, we may make 5 or 6 10-minute videos. But it'll all be on the same ride. Ohio has some of the best bike trails in the nation. The place we're headed, called Xenia Station, I think may be the central hub in Ohio. You can go all 4 directions once you get up here. I could ride south, go on down into Cincinnati, and ride north, go up past Columbus and farther north. Or if I want to go west, I can head over the Indiana border pretty easily. And of course, if I go east and keep on continuing east, I mean, like I said, I'll be heading up into the Columbus area. We just now passed our 4-mile marker, and as you can see on the battery, we're still sitting at 100%. Now, as soon as I slow down up here and hit the brakes, the battery percentage may drop about 4%. It doesn't go down 1% at a time, but it does go about 3 to 4% each time you hit your brakes or come to a stop. It'll drop a little bit. What's really nice, this King meter computer, it's color display, which is really nice, and it will tell you how many watts that you're riding out. We're we're going to come up on one of the food blessing boxes that I try to keep filled up on a weekly basis. I'll see how empty it is. I filled it up last week, not all the way full, but I put quite a few things in there, and about Monday or Tuesday I did that last week, and by Friday most of the food was gone. So there are a lot of people with food insecurity for sure. 1 in 6 Americans go hungry every night without food. But we're coming up on that blessing box up here on the left, and we'll see what I need to refill. This is called the Little Free Pantry. Take what you need, donate what you can. It's called Feed the Creek. As you can see, we've had quite a bit taken out of here. A couple people have added a couple things. I see a bowl or a box of cereal here. Got some little cartons of milk, which is really neat, and some canned goods and some soups. And we always try to bring up cans with pop top lids on them so that people can eat that a lot easier. I see some macaroni and cheese, but tomorrow when I do my bike ride, I'll be adding to this. That's just one of the ministries that I like doing, and help others that are hungry. So here's the food pantry box that I donate to. That's just a passion that I have to help feed others. I've been food insecure in my early married life, and so I knew once I got older and be able to afford it and help others, I would do that. And that's one of my ministries I do now. And we dropped down to about 93% after we hit the 5-mile marker, so that's not bad. On your left, I should be somewhere between 65 and 70% once I get to my 15-mile marker, and then I'll go ahead and change the battery out. But you can see the bike is very quiet. I mean, you can hear the hub motor, and the tires got, they're fat tires with knobbies on them, so you're hearing that a little bit too. Coming up on an intersection here. Cruising along about 21 miles an hour right now. As I mentioned, once you get used to riding these things, there's not much effort in the pedals, but you're still burning calories. My heart rate will be somewhere between 100 to 120 throughout the ride, so anytime you get your heart rate up like that for an hour, you're going to burn calories. And boy, to get out this time of year in this beautiful fall weather, it's just gorgeous out. The Parks Department really keeps these trails clean of leaves. They got these trucks come along with blowers on the back of them, and they keep these trails really cleared off. It's really nice. If a tree falls on the trail, they'll clear them out. If I'm riding and there's one on the trail, if it's not heavy, obviously I'm going to pick it up and move it off the trail. But you can just see the beauty of all the trees that are changing right now. I love riding all year long. I ride certainly as much as I can in the wintertime. The cold weather don't bother me at all. It could be down to 15 degrees and I'll still be riding my bike. The only flip side of that is these ion lithium batteries don't like cold weather real well. So you're not going to get the distance that you normally would get in the warmer weather, because these batteries do not like cold weather. So there will be a reduction in your mileage. On your left. Yeah, these used to be old rail trails. And of course, whenever you got that, the ground's pretty flat for the most part. There's very little elevation up and back on this trail. And certainly I'm seeing more and more e-bikes. E-bikes are probably up 30 to 40% over last year just in the United States. And of course, most e-bikes are made in China. On your left. So unless you buy an e-bike from a local bike shop, you may have to learn how to fix things on your bike, and there are several YouTube videos and tutorials to help you fix about anything on a bike. So if you're going to buy one from China, they have local manufacturers here, but they're very far and few between. But with THRU, they got great support by email or chat or talking to them. They're very helpful. They're actually out of Utah, so that's where the distribution center is for THRU. And THRU has several different bikes out. There's one in particular I'd like to review someday. Maybe if THRU will send me one. On your left, it's called the Quattro, THRU Quattro. And what the Quattro is a 26-inch step-through bike, fat tires. So I'm hopefully really looking forward to riding that bike someday so I can get your review out on it. On your right. But there are so many e-bike manufacturers out there now. I mean, the price points have really come down on these bikes since so many more manufacturers are producing these things. And every bike manufacturer, you can watch all the Google reviews and you're going to get pros and cons on every bike out there. And with THRU, they have a owner's bike forum on Facebook, which is really nice because you can talk to all the other guys that own these bikes and they can help you with anything you need with just their experiences owning the bike. So that's nice. I'll be putting up a video shortly of the 10 best e-bikes in 2022. And I'll mention the bike forum that come up with this study, but I just will show you what the best 10 best bikes are, not just from a standpoint of step through. It's going to be from trail riding to commuting bike to several different things, short riders, tall riders. So they did a review on all those bikes, and they come up with what they think is top 10 or top 12. So I'll be linking that mainly as a thumbnail on one of these videos, but I'll go more in depth on it on a future video about those individual bikes. And I hope everybody likes these videos that I put out. I've probably got about 95 of them now in the last 3 months. And if you do, like them, share them, and certainly subscribe to my channel. But if there's any future videos you'd like me put out, just let me know about an e-bike or a regular bike. I'll see if I can help you. But I've already come about 8 miles, and I've actually put no effort into this ride at all. So I'm over the halfway point of my halfway here. And I did that in less than about 28 minutes. So I'll be about 50 to 55 time I get there. And I encourage people to join local bike clubs. There are e-bike clubs, there's senior e-bike clubs. See if you've got one in your area and join it. I really like to ride alone when I'm doing these videos. I can focus more on the bike. And I hope people are enjoying the scenery that I'm doing on the bike rides. Getting ready to come up on a little detour up here. I got to go down into and to get back on the bike trail. Got some construction with some sewers and road maintenance up here. Been this way for now almost 3 months, so hopefully they'll get this finished up sooner than later. But yeah, down in the comments section, share below the e-bike that you own and some of the pros and cons about the bike. That helps me further do any more videos about that particular bike. And I do fair reviews. As a former business owner, I know what all those Google reviews can do to your business. I fortunately always kept mine up very high on the Google reviews, but you're going to get some disgruntled people for sure. But it's rare. We'll get up here a little ways and we'll turn right. Get back up towards the trail. We're down to about 76% of the battery now, which is pretty much about average. since we've already come over 9 miles. Hopefully he sees me. Yeah, I'll hop back up on the trail here in a minute. And there's our detour. Get right back on the trail. Again, we've got about 9.5 miles, so we got about 5.5 to go. So you can see the battery being at 76%. So as I mentioned, it'll probably be 60 to 65% time I get there. It may be a little lower once I get up there because in about another couple miles I'm going to put this bike through its paces, which I'm going to ride in all 5 pedal assist. On your left, so you guys can see how this bike performs at different pedal assist levels. So we may be a little more battery used once we do this. Once I get past this intersection up here, we may start seeing a few deer. Haven't seen any in a couple weeks here, but that'll be the section of the trail that we'll see them. On your left. Got a few people, or more people out than normal. Got this warmer weather, it really gets people out. It's a very flat surface on this, for the most part, on this trail. We just now come up on 10 miles on the bike. On your left. And that took me about 35 minutes to do that 10 miles. Still riding along at about 20 miles an hour. Battery still at 75%. On your left. Yeah, I'm really interested what other people are riding. Whether it's a regular bike or an e-bike, it don't matter what age you are. I've noticed on my channel I'm getting a lot of younger viewers watching my channel on the analytics, which is kind of surprising to me. But I've got a fair amount of younger people in their 20s and 30s that are watching these videos, mainly for the bike. But I would certainly encourage you to put down in the comment sections what you're riding and how e-biking has really helped you. I know it's been a game changer for me. I thoroughly love getting out riding this bike. Of course, you got the naysayers, as I mentioned before, think you're not burning any calories by riding these e-bikes, but you are. Every time you turn those pedals, you're burning calories. You can just smell the leaves and the fall in the air. It's just beautiful. Might be a little rooster up here in the trail. I see him almost every day. He's out here pecking away either on the trail or off to the side here. See if we can find him here today. He'll be somewhere right through here, or right past the bridge. And there he is. He really likes hanging down around this bike trail. And there are a couple things on the bike you got to really pay attention to. How you're seated on the bike is very important. Probably one of the most important things you can do on a bike is your seat placement. And your arms. You got to make sure your arms are just bent a little bit on the handlebars. That's the most comfortable position for me anyway. And your legs, you don't want them fully extended at the bottom of your stroke. You want your knees again bent just a little bit as you're coming on your downstroke. That helps not only your knees and your hips, helps your back, helps you from getting pain in your arms and your elbows. And you want to have comfortable hand grips as well if you can. As you can see, these are, I call them ergonomic. They're very comfortable. But the seat on this is very comfortable. This is a stock seat to come with the bike, and I did not change that out. I added a couple things like the mirrors I added a little Bluetooth radio here that you can see, or shall I say a Bluetooth speaker. The bike already came with a bike rack on the back, so I bought a bike bag to fit it. Some people bought panniers to go over it, but I find a bike bag is essential. Morning. Got quite a few bikes out today. That might be an e-bike right there. Yep, that was an e-bike. Fat tire. Once I get up to this next intersection, we'll have 12 miles in, so only got 3 to go. After I pass this intersection, I'm going to put this bike through its paces. So I'll start out pedal assist 1, show you what that is, and I'll go all the way up through 5, just to get you can see a sense of the speed and everything for each pedal assist that you have. So we'll drop on the battery once we start doing that. Okay, once I cross this intersection, I'll starting out at 1 and go up through 5 on the speeds. Okay, we're going to stop here and I'm going to bump it back down to pedal assist 1, and then we'll ride at that for a few minutes, and I'll show you what the speed's going to do on that. That's called Eco. That's the lowest that you can have. And I'll show you what the pedal assist can do here. I'm using throttle to get this going a little bit because it's a little harder to push these pedals on Eco 1. As I mentioned, you're going to get down, you're going to get about 11 to 12 mile an hour, and that's about it. So we're going to bump it up to pedal assist 2. This should get us up to about 14 to 15 mile an hour, maybe a little more. And now we're going to bump it up to pedal assist 3. This is called normal. I probably ride in this speed more than any of them. In this pedal assist 3 seems to be the most comfortable. Again, we're up to about 19 mile an hour, to almost 20. We're going to go up pedal assist 4. Should get about 22 to 23 mile an hour. And now we're going to bump it up to pedal assist 5. That's the highest one. That's called power. As you can see, I'm topping out at 26, 27 mile an hour here. We'll bump it back down here now. I think I'm going to ride in pedal assist 4 here. That's called high, and I'm still 24 mile an hour. And you can hear the motor a little bit more once you get in these higher speeds. But the bike performs great. I own another e-bike, which I'll be riding probably tomorrow because I need to fill them blessing boxes up, and it's got a basket on the front. So I'll be riding my other e-bike tomorrow, and I'll show things about it. I only own 2 e-bikes. I know several people that own 8 and 10 of them. Now, a lot of times, some of these really big channels have manufacturers that send them bikes to them for free, just so they can get the reviews. So I'm trying to build my channel to where I can get it up where I can get a few bike manufacturers interested in sending me new products so I can review them. And what I'm trying to point out to them, this is for senior bikers. There's not any other channels I know of out there that are promoting bikes for elderly people. And that's what I'm about. And they're the name of the channel, Senior E-Bike Nation. So hopefully in the future I'll be able to review some more bikes for you. We still got 65% of the battery left over, and we're at 14.2 miles. So we got about 1.33 miles to go, and we'll be to our location. But I'm riding very comfortable at 23, 24 mile an hour on pedal assist 4. I believe I could easily ride 30 miles and wouldn't even have to stop or slow down if it wouldn't be for the intersections. I think I could just keep on pedaling the full 30 miles. That's how comfortable this bike is. I mean, I call this bike the Orange Beast, because it really is. Getting ready to cross another intersection here. Yeah, right about 1 mile to go now. But you can see it's a pretty quiet bike, being an e-bike. I had one gentleman comment and says, "The bike really that loud?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm so used to it now, I don't really hear it." When you start riding fat tire bikes, you're going to have a little noise, especially from the tires. On your left. Got 3 little intersections I need to cross here. Next 2 I'll have to push the warning lights to get across because pretty busy intersections. Couple more fat tire e-bikes back there. Yeah, I'm starting to see more and more on this trail. They are really growing in popularity. On your left. One more intersection to cross here.
Average speed, 19.0 miles per hour.
Just crossed 15-mile marker on my watch, so got another 3/10 to go. And the bike's showing about 15.6, so it's only 3/10 difference between my watch and my computer on my bike, so that's pretty close. I got quite a few bikers out. I noticed a lot of cars in the parking lot here. This is one of the main hubs in Ohio, so you're going to see a lot of bikes up through here probably. Again, this is called Xenia Station. It's built back in the 1800s. Used to be an old rail station. It's got restrooms and drinking fountains, things like that. And here we are at our halfway point. Get right at 50%, a little less than I normally do, but that's a good average, just doing 15.9 miles here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off my bike here, and I'll flip the camera around here, and I'm gonna show you a little bit about the bike first though. Again, this is called the Cyrusher Komoda 20-inch fat tire bike. Few of the features on it: it's got your headlights here, and it's got brake lights back here also. When you hit the brakes, it's going to light this thing up, so it does have that. And it's got a horn here, and then these are the pedal assist here. As you can see, I'm going to push 1 down to 1, and we'll go up through 5 here, from eco to low to normal to high to power, which I was on at the highest speed here a while ago. Those are the 5 power assist levels on the bike. It's got a 7-speed Shimano shifter, and it's got a throttle here that will help you get up hills and things like that. And I said the handles are really comfortable, and it's got Zoom hydraulics brakes on them. And of course, it's got your front and your rear suspension here on the bike. And you see the fat tires on this thing. These are 20-inch by 4 fat tire bikes. And it's got, of course, it's got the hydraulic disc brakes on it. And the hub motor here is the 750 watt rear hub motor by Bafang. And I normally ride in 7th gear most all the time. Of course, got my coffee holder. I added that on, but I'm an avid coffee drinker. And of course, I was telling you about the comfortable seat. But that's a little bit about the bike. I also, as an add-on, I put in a bike alarm on this thing. So if I need to use the restroom or something, I'll set that, and you just touch that bike, it's going to go crazy. So that's a couple things that I've added to the bike. Other than, like I said, I purchased another battery for this bike, which I'll show you here in a second. Here's your battery here. It is a another 48 volt 14 amp hour battery, which has got your plug-in up here, as you can see. And I'll be changing it out here in a minute. And I carry not only do I carry like bike tire levers and things like that, I carry a fix-a-flat in case I get a flat on this rear one, especially because you get a flat tire on this rear with this hub motor and everything to deal with. It's kind of difficult to change a tire. So the front one's not so bad. I can change those on the trail if I need to, but I do carry the fix-a-flat in really emergency situations. And so that's a little bit about the bike. As you can see, it's very easy to get over this. And of course, your battery goes in this down tube, which has got its little charger here, charging port, and you got a key here that unlocks that battery. So I'm going to take this off here. But anyway, if you've got any questions about this bike, please leave them down in the comment section. I know I've done several videos on this bike, but a lot of people, this is the first time that they've actually watched the video. So again, put any comments down there about e-bikes you may own, what you think about them. And if there's anything else you want me to, video you want me to do about this bike, certainly put them in the comments section. So again, this is Dan with Senior E-Bike Nation. Like my video, smash that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next video.